Alright, welcome to another video on the Forex page. So today we're going to be talking about sessions. Right, I think I received a message from a student, so from someone saying he or she doesn't know how sessions work. So I decided to make a video about that. So today we're going to be talking about session. Right, so some of you guys have been hearing the terms London session, New York session, Asian session, and you don't know what all this meant, or you've been hearing London session, liquidity sweep, New York session, but you've been hearing all this London, New York, and Asian, right? So today in this video I'm going to be talking about those things. So firstly, what are sessions? Okay, so sessions are, let me say, they are, to me, the way I put it, they are different environments. They are different. They are environment that traders go into to trade. They are environment, and this environment varies from each other. You get what I mean? And I know my slang will be keep any business session in the session. Let's say, for example, we trade in London session. We want to take our profits in London session. We don't want to be holding it over to New York session and Asian session. No, that's not a type of trader I am. I keep my business in the same business. Like, do you know what I mean? I keep London session business in the London session, and I take New York session business in New York session, because these two are two different environments. You get what I mean? It is you trying to walk on land and still trying to walk on water. It's two different environments. You can swim in water, but you can't swim on land. So that's how this session is. So we have London session, we have Asian session, and we have New York session. So out of these three sessions, two are popular and two are more volatile, which is the London session and the New York session. The London session varies on the type and the country you are trading from. For example, in Nigeria, I'm in Africa, Nigeria, right? So a London session tallies with our time. Let's say, for example, London session opens by 7 a.m. in London, which is equivalent to 8 a.m. here. So I trade London session by 8 a.m. in the morning. So if you want to know if you want to know when London session kicks in and when New York session kicks in, alright, the first thing to do is to go to your app store, or you should go to your Play Store and download Word Clock. Right, so in Word Clock you have to go, you have to type in London. That means you have to have London time zone, and you also have to have New York time zone, and you also have to have Asian time zone. To me, I don't have Asian time zone because I don't trade in the Asian session. I trade London mostly. I trade London session mostly because that is when I'm waking up, my cells are active, my brain cells are active, right? So once you go into the Word Clock app, you type in London and you type in New York session. New York, not session. London and New York, you have that time frame on your phone. There are time on your phone right there. So once it's 7 a.m. in London, you have to check it to the country you are. You get what I mean? So for example, it can be 7 a.m. in London and it can be 8 p.m. in another country. It can be 7 a.m. in London and it can be 12 p.m. in another country. So London session, the chart works based on their time there. So once it's London session, once it's 7 a.m. in London, different countries have their own time. Let's say, for example, in Miami, or in Miami, I think they trade London session in the night because the time zone collapse during then. So them, they'll have to wake up at night to trade London session, while me, I just have to wake up as a regular guy in the morning and trade London session. So time zone really differ. I hope you get what I mean. So we have London, we have Asian, we have New York session. So for New York session starts by 12 p.m. and in New York it starts by 7 a.m. You get what I mean? In London it starts by 7 a.m. but it starts by 8 a.m. in my own country. While for New York session it starts by 7 a.m. in their own country, but it starts at 12 p.m. or I think 12 to 1 p.m. in my own country. You see what I'm talking about? So different time zones, different country and different time at different atmospheric condition people do trade this forex trading stuff. You get what I mean? So some people might be trading at night, and me, I can be trading in the morning, but we're still under the same session, London session. But it's just that their own atmospheric environment there is night, and my own atmospheric environment here is during the day. You get what I mean? So those are just one of the disadvantages that some people say, oh, I prefer trading New York session, because probably in New York session their work schedule and their trading time is it works hand in hand, so we just slide into the New York session because it works with them best. But to me, it's both session works best for me. You get what I mean? Both session works best for me. For me, I still prefer trading London session because I'm waking up to get starting my day with trading. So I take this as a job, as a full-time job. You get what I mean? So with that being said, I want to show you guys what London session chart will look like, what New York session chart looks like, and what Asian session chart looks like. So let's get into the chart right now. So the first thing you want to do right now is, okay, now I'm on GBP and I have the tax at hand at the moment. If I do not fulfill the tax, I won't be able to trade, which means I will be leaving a lot of money on the table. Let's say for example, this trade right here is the trade I will have taken if I am to trade today 100%. As the trade I will have taken 100%. My Telegram channel knows that. So me talking about Telegram channel, you can I'll drop a screenshot of my Telegram channel right here. You can go and join us on my Telegram channel where I drop free and 80% accurate signals there, all for free. You get what I mean? So this is a trade I will have taken if I haven't said I must solve this puzzle before I trade. So if I didn't get this puzzle solved fully, so far I've only gotten to the whites. Since then I haven't been able to fix other side. But once I solve this, I won't be allowed to trade in the first market. So that is one of the self-discipline and restricting yourself for some things. So I hold myself accountable. I must solve this. If I didn't solve this, I don't care how long it takes, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'll leave the money on the table, but I have to solve this. And I think it's a lot of tax. Alright, so let's get into the video. Now, the first thing to do is to go to the indicator section right here and type in sessions. Remember I said sessions are environment sessions. You see, trading sessions. All you have to do right now is to click on the trading sessions. Come to the trading sessions zone right there, click on the settings. I think you should be able to see London and stuff like that. Okay, let me see. You see Europe, London, display London, stuff like that. But I don't like this type of session. The indicator I do use then, because I don't use indicator now, like you said, this is the way I analyze off of 2 lines. I know it's my side all, but I analyze off of 2 lines. Once I've drawn 2 lines, and that is all for me. I've done my analysis. I'm not like some trader that will draw a trend line, move the curves, and draw all those shit, and they will end up losing trade. Me, I draw 2 lines, and my win rate is pretty high. We are very, very high. Yeah, we can lose, but we will end up being profitable. We are always profitable each day. You get what I mean? Worst case being will be us being break even, neutral ground. But analyze based off 2 lines, and if you want to know how to analyze like a boss like me, you can enroll into my academy, NFX Trading Academy. I'll be dropping the flyer up there, so you can buzz me up on my Instagram channel. You can buzz me up on my Instagram, fxdamiji_. I'll drop the screenshots right there also. I'll buzz me up there, and if you want to make any inquiry, you can DM me personally to be your mentor. Right? So I analyze based off of 2 lines. Yeah, because I have over 4 years experience, and I've done everything. I've done this indicator. I've done so. One thing I realize in trading is make it simple. The more you make it simple, the more money you make. And for example, look at this. I only use 2 lines, and I know where the market is going to go off of experience and you get. So it doesn't mean the more lines you draw on your chart, the more money you make. No, it's just something of experience. Alright, so what you want to do now, you want to go into the indicator section, and you want to click on sessions. and you want to go to the Luxargo sessions, right? Luxargo, click on it. Now, you need to go to the edit part. You want to be checking the New York, this, and the London, and you want to be unchecking. And you want to uncheck. Sorry, you want to uncheck the Tokyo session, the Sydney session, and that's all. You know what I mean? So, like I said, the blue zone right here is the London session, and the red zone right there is what? New York session. So as you can see the London session and the New York session is as good as one and opposite. So if London goes up, New York is going to come down. If New York comes down, London is going to go up. That's why I say you keep London business in London business, you keep New York business in New York business. Don't try to use one store to keep two there, because you're going to make profits in London and you lose it on the New York session, because you are trying to bridge environment. Get what I mean? So these are two different environments. These are two different traders. These are two different perspectives. These are two different, volumes in the market. So you want to keep London business or what? London business, and you want to keep New York business in what? New York space. All right. So the blue box right there indicates what? London. So as you can see, London session starts by 8 a.m. in my time and ends by. Box ends. Alright, it ends by 12 p.m. Then New York session starts by 1 p.m. and ends by 9 p.m. Oh, sorry, it ends by 10 p.m. my time. So you have to do that for your time. But now this box, if you don't want to go through the stress of calculating time, you can just leave on the box right there. It's going to show you if London session is over, and it's going to show you if New York session is almost getting started. And as you can see, you have the London session in the blue box, you have the New York session in the red box. So the Asian session is usually this space in between. Asian session is spacing between this and this. These are Asian sessions. The spacing between the New York session and the next day London session. So these are what? Asian sessions. So I don't trade Asian sessions, that's why I didn't tick them. But if you want to tick them, if you want to trade Asian session, you can just go to the settings of the indicator and click on the Sydney and Tokyo. I'm going to see them. You see the Sydney is yellow, the Tokyo is red. You see these two, those are the Asian sessions, but I'm not interested in them, so I'll have to untick them. And that's it for this video. So London sessions usually happen in my time in the morning, and New York session happen in the afternoon. So London sessions and New York sessions, they are two different environments, two different aspects, two different anything you want to call it, right? So London session starts by 7 a.m. in London. So once it's 7 a.m. in London, I don't know what time it can be in Dubai. I don't know what time it can be in Miami. I don't know what time it can be in Puerto Rico. I don't know what time it can be in Atlanta. I don't know. But once it's 7 a.m. in London session starts. So every other person have to be in alignment with London session 7 a.m. So once it's 7 a.m. in London, if it's 12 p.m. in your country or in your time zone, you fucking get into the chat and trade. You get what I mean? So once it's New York session, once it's 7 a.m. in New York session has already began. So I don't know what time it can be in any other country, but you have to be in sync with New York time. So that is it about London session and New York session, and practically about sessions. So sessions is just you trying to know the environment you are trading in. So you need to be in London session, keep it in London session. Once it's 12 p.m. my time, I get out of the market of London session. That means London session is over and New York session is about to take place. So New York session starts from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. as you can see right there. So different pairs have different volatility and movement. Some pairs moves more in London session and some pair moves more in New York session, while some pair moves more in both sections. For example, GBP USD moves more in London session, and it also moves more in New York session. So both the GBP moves pretty well in both sessions, right? So gold, for example, moves more in New York session. It doesn't move more in London session. GBP most time moves more in New York session. So you have to, as a trader, you have to know what time your pair does well best. And for me, I think with all the experience I've had, I think GBP I understand it more in London session. You get what I mean? Though I can trade it in New York session, but you get something that I've been doing for years now. I kind of feel more confident and comfortable trading it in the morning. And if you check my channel, I send most signals in the morning, even as early as 4 o'clock a.m. You get what I mean? So I'm the type of person that once it's getting in the afternoon, or once it's in the noon, I stop work and do some other things. You get what I mean? So that is about London session, and you have to know the type of pair you are trading. And one big mistake people trade is they trade a pair during the wrong session. That's what I mean. You have to know what session your pair goes well. Let's say, for example, gold. You can't be trading gold in London session and you expect to make money because you're trading it in the wrong session. And unless it might be correct, but it might be in the wrong session. So this is another video for another day. So for now, I just want to give you guys a beginner guide on what sessions looks like and what type of sessions we have. So remember, we have 3 types of sessions: London, New York, and Asia session. The 2 sessions are more volatile, which are the London and New York, and Asia session is the least volatile session. And you want to be keeping London business in London, you want to keep New York business in New York, and you want to keep Asia business in Asia. But I think most of the time Asia and London moves the same direction. I don't know, just my perspective. So that's it about this video, and without being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. So before I go, follow me on my Instagram page and subscribe to my Telegram channel for free signal, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos, right? I'm going to be giving you guys free detailed videos that you can't see on any other platform other than this. Yeah. So with that being said, see you guys in the next video.